welcome back to my channel. It's Frances Brown Art, and so today, I don't know if you can see, that's in fact a ladybird. Well, it will be. And today I thought I'd do some kind of a tutorial. I've been asked to do this to show how I do my painting. So I thought instead of doing just a really quick one, this is probably going to be a bit longer, but we'll see if I can do it fairly quickly, because I know a lot of people have a lot to do. So I've got two cups of water. One of them will be the dirty water, one will be the clean water. It's already got something in it. I've got a tissue, and I've got a harsh brush for flicking, and I've got two sized nice brushes. So I'm going to start. I've done an outline in watercolour pencils. I use these. They're just from W.H. Smith, but they're really nice, and you can use lots of different colours to create what you're going to do. And in front of me I have a picture that I'm going to go from. Now this is all dry, because I don't kind of keep cleaning all the paint off, because I think it wastes paint. So I'm just going to wet everything that I'm going to need. So I'm going to definitely need red, and a bit of red here. I'm going to need some black, and I'm probably going to need a bit of purple. Always. Oh, that's now my dirty water. A bit of white, you never know. And some green for the stalk or grass or whatever it is. Leaf. Different greens. The trick is to have lots of colours, and then they blend whilst you work. I might have a bit of brown, who knows, possibly a bit of yellow to go in with the green. And the shell itself is kind of multicoloured, because it's going to have a sheen on it. So, well, let's just see. I can always have some more. I also have a few just here in case I've got something else that I want to do, but let's get going. We'll start with the head, which looks just like a black area, but actually it starts black at the bottom. So we're going to start here. I'm wetting the area I want to do first. So I'm going to wet the whole area first, and then I'm going to go in with some. No, right at the bottom is black, so I'm just going to touch, and you can see how the paint starts to move around. So, and that's the trick really, is to let the paint do its own thing. There's quite a lot of water there, possibly overwatered. But that's fine if you do. Oops, and it's all gone. Okay, so we're going to start again. But with slightly less. Okay, that's better. And there's a little white bit. I don't know if you've looked at ladybirds in detail. They're so cute. They're so sweet. Now the kind of the more intricate bits I will do with my thinner brush later on, but up here is where all of the shading comes in. So I might actually get a little tiny bit of light. You see, I didn't do the light blue. Of light blue, just to give it, because I suppose it's reflection from the sky. So I've got a tiny bit of light blue, and I go round on that area. I think I need new glasses. There we go. I'm going to leave it at that. Might do just a tiny bit more dark in the bottom part, and then it can rise up. But what we don't want is anything, with my style of painting anyway, is like seriously excellent kind of specific stuff. It's all quite vague. So, you know, I can kind of go in quite vague, and it turns out into what it's going to be. So it's quite clever really. Don't know how it works. So those are all the main black bits of the head, etc. I might come back over to do a bit of lighter when it dries. So now we're going to go into the body, which is obviously predominantly red. Now it looks, I mean, you could just go, oh, it's all red, and just do that, but actually on the picture that I've got, it has got a lot of extra kind of depth, as the shell is obviously really shiny, so it reflects pretty much everything that's around it. So I'm going to try and do something like that. Now the reason I use watercolour pencils is that they then don't leave a mark. They'll just disappear into the painting. If you see, if I carry on that area, that will just disappear. Now then, so we'll start with this red, I think, and we'll start here. I've put quite a bit of water again. I'm enthusiastic with the water today. Okay. But as you see, I'm kind of letting it do its own thing, kind of go where it wants to go. So I'm not necessarily following the picture entirely. I've got different kinds of red going, and I'm now not even looking at the picture anymore. I'm just doing my own thing and letting the paint play. So it really is just, it's just fun and a game, I think. So that's how I paint. I think obviously everyone has their own methods. So that will do for now. What I might do is get my coarse brush. You see it goes like that. I have to do the sound. And I might get a little bit of this orangey red and just kind of go over it so that it's got a bit of texture. Oh, that was a big spray. And it's gone over, that's completely fine because I love it like that. That's my style is really not neat. It's like my garden. That's not neat either. Okay, now we've got that light blue that's on here and it's actually over the top of the shell. I'm going to go into the thinner brush. And I'm just going to get a tiny bit of this light blue and see what happens with that. Ah, not a lot. That's okay. I might put a little bit more as it dries, but it can go there for now. And I'm going to put it, this is one of the black spots. Okay, now it does have, there is a bit of a kind of a shiny bit there, so I might just take off some paint like that. Oh, that worked quite well. It's all really very much trial and error, and the beauty of watercolour is that if you make a mistake, you can just take some off with your paper and then do something else. There's no set way, not in my style. That's why I like this style. It's very, you kind of see how you feel and do that. There we go. So that is the majority of the Ladybird. I might need it a bit darker down here, I think, because what's happening is that obviously the light's hitting it from the top, so we're going to just go a bit darker on down here. And actually this red in my little palette here is quite dark, so I'm going to use that one. Ah, that's good. So lots of different kinds of reds. And you kind of, you just, I don't know, just play really. I don't know if that's very helpful for people. If not, I'm apologising. Okay, what I want to do is just do a little bit more on the face, because I have left off one of the kind of big bits that come out on the face. So we want to have a bit of, but I like to leave, if you notice here and there I've left some white, and I like to do that because it's I don't know, it's one of the things that I do. I've not learnt from a book or from the internet or anything. I've kind of learnt just by trial and error, really. So this is just my method. Obviously, if you don't want to do it that way, then you do it your way. That is the beauty of the painting. Okay, I'm going to go with, I'm leaving that for a minute. I might actually, yeah, I might just spray. You see, it's kind of, a lot of it is, should I do that now? I don't know, what do I think? How does it feel? And then you do it if you want, or you don't if you don't. Just spraying in a bit of black. That's quite nice there, look, as it's coming off. So that it's, yeah, it's a bit more mottled. And then if I think, oh, I shouldn't have done that, then I can go and start again, but I quite like that, so I will leave that. Okay, I'm back to my bigger brush. I'm going to wet this into, this entire leaf. Are we calling it a leaf or a grass? I'm going to leave around the black, because obviously that's not quite dry yet. If I had more time, or if I was doing this, bit of red, then I might wait until the Ladybird is dry, but we're going to just do it this way. It'll be fine. Okay, then we go with a bit of green, it doesn't matter which one. And again, let it do its thing. You might get a couple of different kinds of green to have a bit of, it's just depth, I guess. I'm going to go into my, and the other very exciting thing that I have is my metallic watercolours. I'll show you them in just a second. They are incredible. They're from Arteza. I'm not sponsored. I wouldn't mind, but no, they're so nice. I will use some. It's just a really nice way of kind of getting a bit of, oh, now you see that red there? I'm going to be a bit careful. And the black. So we want to just be super careful that we don't spread too much of that in. Alright, I think. And sometimes you just have to concentrate. Okay. So that is what we have currently. Then, now here I've got actually done a different line, so I'm going to just get rid of that, the line, and it's going to spread a bit. I don't mind that at all, because actually it's quite a hairy piece of grass. I might do it on the rest of it actually. It's a nice idea. Yeah, I like that. I'll do it on the top. And maybe a bit underneath. And that's just that's a bit much. Okay, I hope you can see it's okay. You're actually over my shoulder. Now I'm having a bit of an overview look. I'm going to do a bit more, oops, I never usually do that, it's unusual. Do a little bit more blue. The reason I don't leave the brushes in the water, because obviously it makes the brush sit like this. Nobody wants a bent brush. I don't want a bent brush anyway. It's too much. Okay. Okay, that might be a bit much. On the other hand, might be just right. Let's do a bit more here. That's fine. Okay, now I'm going to shut this one because I don't need that anymore. I'm going to show you my incredible, here they are. Ooh, they're so nice. These are a present for myself because I needed them. I didn't really, but they're so fab. So I don't know quite what's going to be shiny. I guess the red should be shiny from the shell, but unfortunately there's no red. I actually did the, oops, there it is. These are all of the colours, so you can see how they shimmer. They're gorgeous, but nothing in red. However, what I do have is black. So I'm going to put a bit of black just on the feet. And you won't be able to see it necessarily, but when it's dry, it will be awesome. And I will definitely spray with it. Okay, I'm going to go with, that wasn't very exciting, was it? I'm going to put a little bit more on the dots. Which are still wet. Oh look, that's spread a little, so we don't really want that to happen. See? Ta-da! All gone. And then, just bring that back in. I don't even need to put any more green because that can just spread itself. Okay, oh, that leg as well. That's fine. As you see, you know, it is all very vague, but it's all really fun. So I'm now I've got a lot of water in this brush. So there's two methods. There's the tapping, and you can see that there's a lot of kind of dots. And I like these, and I can put it on top of the actual thing as well. Or you go and kind of spray it out. And with the spraying, I like to kind of go in a direction. So see where it feels like it needs to go rather than all sprayed upwards, because otherwise it kind of doesn't have movement. But make sure there's lots of water on the brush. You see? Like that rather than like that. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Okay, so we're going to have a bit underneath. And then a bit more black, I think. Ooh, that was nice. Sometimes it goes where it's absolutely not supposed to go, and then it's awesome. And the grass gets its own thing, and actually, because the grass is, oh, I've got some green sparkly I can use, and I'm going to put a bit of yellow, just to, I don't know why. Bit of yellow. I might put a little tiny bit of yellow in the actual. There we go. And that is that part. I'm just going to get a little bit more green. Which one is it? This one. Just over the grass. And that will just make it shimmer. I do love a bit of shimmer. I think, who doesn't? Does anyone not? I do. And that will look lovely. Okay, nothing left on there. There we go. I think we'll leave that at that. What do you think? I'll give you a bit of a close up. Do you know it needs more splatters? I'm sure that's what it is. Sometimes it's the splatters that make the whole thing. There we go, that's better. Otherwise it's just like, There we go. There, the end. I hope you've enjoyed this. It was quite long, a lot longer than my normal videos, but it is more of a tutorial, I guess. Please let me know what you think, and if you'd like to give it a go and you want some advice or have a chat, then you can message me. You can look at me up on Instagram at Frances_Brown_art, and the dry result will be on there as well. So I hope you enjoyed it. Lots of love and take care. Bye bye.